Sometimes in a beautiful video game, you just gotta take a minute to sit back, smell the roses, and enjoy the scenery. I always enjoy this stunning view of Vordt Castle from this distance and from the other tower not far from here as well. This is the point where we get the binoculars, and yeah, let's rewind and catch up to how I got here. This is episode 2 of my Pyro only playthrough on Dark Souls 3, so let's go. Now, this is the exact point that we left off in the last episode, so let's start digging on in here and start getting some progression here. I want to try to make it to Wolnir before the end of this episode, but I maybe we get the second part to this episode where I actually get to, oh my god, I called him Wolnir. I have no idea why. It's Vordt of the Boreal Valley. Yeah, that's where we're heading to. Notice in my last episode I called him Wolnir multiple times. I have no idea why I do that. So anyways, this is a pretty basic area in the Dark Souls 3 game. If you have given this game a playthrough, then just like I said in the last episode, these beginning areas are pretty, self-explanatory. At this point in my run, I just see an enemy, engage him, toss a fireball, move on. Engage an enemy, toss a fireball, move on. Engage enemy, toss fireball, move on. As I'm rewatching these scenes, I think I'm going to take this up kind of speed to get past some of these boring parts here. And just like that, we've recapped our way back to the beginning of the episode, to our beautiful view of Vordt Castle. So great, we gotta take it in twice. Alright, now we're on to some more gameplay. I'm gonna speed up this little run here. First area always brings me back every time I play Dark Souls. Still trying to decide if I'm going to try to fill the silence as much as I can with random commentary. In this episode there may be a couple more gaps than the last episode, but I intend on closing those gaps in the future episodes, specifically the next episode where I fight Vordt. Almost called him Wolnir again. Don't know why I call him Wolnir. I'll try to fight Vordt. That episode should have a little bit more content. The meat and potatoes of this episode is I do take on that mimic that I think has the deep axe, if I remember correctly. Man, when I first played this game, I remember this area giving me a hell of a time. Between the dragon shooting fire up and down, and these guys here, and the positioned crossbow shooters at the other end. Kind of challenging for some new players. I can't remember, is there a dog here too? That guy's ghost kind of tripped me out. I thought I saw a dog. As I said in the last episode, I'm going to include a lot of level improvements, but I think I'll be fun to first content that I created that has some true commentary. It'll be interesting to see how far I've come then versus how much I'm doing now. Very interested to see how this path's going to take me. But I think it's fun to kind of include person stuff because we're all human, we all mess up. We all call Vordt Wolnir. for some unknown reason. Or maybe that's just me, who knows. I know that I don't fight him right now. I think I go up to that bonfire that's up ahead and then come back to him after doing a tiny bit of grinding. So let's actually speed that up and bring me kind of right back to this area here. You know, there's my little taunt for him, and we'll be right back. Definitely want to take a second here and revel in my victory versus this food killer. This guy is fun and new build and he is in the end. Alrighty, now we're back, and we're gonna take out this mimic. I believe this is the first mimic that we can actually encounter in this game. Can't think of any other mimics that before. Must be this guy. Such a freaky design. I gotta say, trade mimics are always entertaining, to say the least. This one's giving me a little run for my money. I believe my goal here, yeah, is to get set up. Too big to fit in the doorway. So let's speed this up and get back to the room. I guess instead of going back to the mimic, that dying to a super standard mob can happen, as it just did. Alright, time to go back and get my souls before we proceed. I skipped to the end of the video, of this section, to understand how much more vocal parts I need to do and how much more content I need to figure out. Because I really do like filling in these silences, so my 5 viewers have something to kind of listen to as they get through this video. Yeah, I kind of just realized the mimic does not get killed in this episode. I don't believe such a non-derogatory coward. Not a coward. Wow. So here I get my souls back, and then I can get some much needed revenge on the individual who took them. Yeah, with a fiery riposte. Ooh, that was a slick dodge and it's been taken vengeance upon. Back for the second attempt against the mimic. Real fast, you know, 2 times speed, get it? Alrighty, so remember when I was trying to find a non-derogatory coward? Because all I could think of was derogatory terms for how I was behaving in this moment. Look at that. Good hit. After a million misses. This kick though, that was close. Yep. Look at that 10 gameplay. Fight a mimic. What am I gonna do? Run from bosses? That's what I'll do. Vordt, warrior. What am I gonna do? Just run back out of the fog? Well, we made it through another episode together. Wonder how many more episodes we made like this. There's a couple slow points in the game, and I'm not necessarily the best player of the game. But I think we can call it here. In the second part, we're aiming on potentially moving Souls Sunday to Souls Saturday. So I guess stay tuned for that. I'm not 100% sure if that will go through or not. But yeah, so here you see me going back to the Firelink Shrine, and here is where we'll pick up from the next episode, where it will see me fight, wait for it, Vordt. Alright, until next time, thanks for watching, and so let's go.